Let's start with how to increase your personal performance. I'll do the best that I can to cover my notes and if I miss something important that you share with me, be patient with me and make me go back to it again, because the whole reason for this is to serve you, to give you a few ideas that can help you move forward in your life and be more productive and effective. So number one on how to increase your personal performance, and that is be where you truly are. Be where you truly are and be fully present. And what we mean by that is if you've decided that you were going to go to dinner with someone, then be there with dinner and respect that individual enough to put down that damn cell phone and give that person your undivided quality attention. Hey, you're in at McDonald's, very good. So what I'm trying to talk to you about is if it was worth calling each other to set up to go take in dinner or super salad or coffee, okay, then set a parameter in your head that they're important and make them feel important, because they are important. Where we can get my book can be found at my website, marvinleblanc.com. And when you buy it from the website, you're going to get a little extra gift, kind of like whenever you bought a Cracker Jack box, there was a prize in the Cracker Jack box. Well, if you buy the book, and I promise you, when you read this book and do what it says, it can get you literally out of the hell that you're currently in and give you ideas and thinking models to help you get down the road to someone better. And obviously I will personally sign the book, and I would be honored to do that. Thanks so much for the hearts, guys. Really appreciate the hearts. Back into how to increase personal performance. Number one, be fully where you are. Be fully present. If you're on a golf course, turn off that cell phone and be fully present with the people that you're with. It's nothing more aggravating than you see 5 people at a table, all 5 of them are looking at the cell phone, and quite frankly, they're not having an experience, okay? It's bad, all right? It's bad when 7 and 8-year-olds can't look at their aunt and uncle and shake their hands and look at them into their eye. So point number one, be where you are fully present. Hey, Zykes124, welcome. Welcome, Miss Welch. Serena's in the house. We're wanting to move those hearts up to 500, and we're also wanting to make sure that we respect the people that are our friends, neighbors, and co-workers and relatives on Periscope by allowing them the privilege whenever you share this scope with your followers. Law number 2 is set better boundaries for yourself. Lots of times the reason we don't succeed and the reason our performance doesn't succeed is because we don't set boundaries, and we let people trample on top of us, and we let people take over, and all of a sudden the priority project for today gets knocked to the side because somebody else, no problem, Joshy, because somebody else is trying to stick their interruptions on you. No, you're not going to let them stick those interruptions on you. What you're going to do is you're going to delay their interruptions. You're going to tell them when you're going to be back with them. And when you do get back with them, you're going to teach them what they need to know so that they won't interrupt you again on the same subject. Okay? Pretty good stuff there. Thank you, Twala. I'm glad you appreciate that. So, setting better boundaries for yourself. Number 3, this is a physical thing where you physically commute to work when others are working, or you work when others commute, or you work when others are sleeping, or you wake up and give yourself an extra hour in the morning, or you stay up an extra hour after the kids get to the bed. The whole point is that it all starts with your desire and what you're trying to accomplish. Okay, now listen, if you're not trying to achieve greatness or you're not trying to build additional income, then you don't need to do any of this stuff. Okay? You can go ahead and turn off Periscope and go, grab something out of the refrigerator, go sit down and watch that damn television that's not going to teach you anything. Okay? And just decide to stay mediocre for the rest of your life. Or listen to how I am trying to communicate with you, because I have read hundreds of books on personal performance. And the wealthy individual does not think like the non-wealthy individual. So what about you? Are you just sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with a job? Are you fed up with a corporation telling you what you're worth and what you're not worth? Okay, wondering if you can get off a certain vacation and all that? All because why? Because you haven't decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to control my fate. I don't have to do it that way. There's other choices. I'm an American. I can learn and I can grow. Thanks to coming in the room, Roz and Guild. And also remember, as always, I have some great, amazing catch replays at katch.me/Marvin LeBlanc. Tonight what we're covering is how to increase your personal performance. The first one was be where you are and be fully present. Number 2, set better boundaries for yourself. If you laid out what you're going to get done today, and you wake up and you're tired, or something else fun comes up, a loser will change their plans. A winner is going to suck it up, and they're going to work the same plan. Okay? That's the key. The key is to learn the discipline to delay future gratification. That's the key. The other key is, oh man, I can get rich quick. Okay? Man, blow that out. Okay? That's such BS. Okay? It doesn't happen that way. Here's the deal. The harder you work, the harder it is to surrender. Okay? Hard work, by the way, I'm going to give you a secret. Hard work doesn't kill. Unfulfilling work kills. Putting your ladder against the wrong roof is what kills. You refusing to develop your own dreams because of self-limiting beliefs, or my daddy said I couldn't, or my mama said I couldn't, or my fourth grade teacher said I couldn't. All of that's crap, okay? We're human beings and we can reinvent ourselves. So what I'm trying to say is, while I'm sensitive about whatever happened to you from the past, I'm trying to approach you with understanding that inside you is greatness and you can flat make a change. Yes, it did take me going homeless at 43 years old and sleeping probably most nights for a year in my car while we recovered from the storm. But during those moments, I had excellent opportunities to discover who I am and what I could take. And that is amazing personal growth. The amount of growth that you can tolerate and excel to is astounding. You can't imagine how great you can be immediately if you decide to make a difference. That's what's happened to me in my life. The next one that we want to go to is number 4. Lots of people have trouble with this, mainly women. To increase your personal performance, we want to schedule you time and family and friends time before the rest of the week. before the rest of the week. Well, now, Marvin, you don't understand my job and everything. We just can't be going around planning all kind of family time and friends time. And then you say you want me to plan you time, which is alone time, but before the rest of the week. Yes. Yes. Why? Well, because all of those people are more important. Thank you to show up, Mr. Piper. Yes, I am suggesting that you schedule that. The work and the paper is going to always be there, okay? But do you have a date night with your wife? Oh, no, we've been married so long, we don't have that. Really? That's kind of an indication you might want to reconsider that. You know, you do all these things for other people, but yet, you know, or are you kind of half-ass around and available for the people that matter for you the most? No. Okay? No. So set the priorities straight on, if you're going to put in that family time, put it in. And if something else comes up, no. You don't go around canceling plans that have already been made. That word gets out, you end up losing some integrity. Okay? You set it on the calendar, and that's what you do. Okay? You want to be reliable. You want to be credible. So that's what you do. Number 5, you don't leave your email open on your desktop all day long. By a show of hands, any of you, you're over there busting your butt over there at the company, are you fooling with that email? Are you in email hell all the time? Email, just constantly. You know, you got one coming in, boom, and then you send one out, then another one comes, so you're just playing email ping pong all day long. Okay, oh, that's going to kill you. It's going to kill you, because what you can't be is you can't be creative whenever you're just playing ping pong on emails all day long. So what's the solution to that? The solution, number 1, is that you work that email in tight time compartments. So you sit down, okay, you tell everybody on your team, okay, I'm going to do 1 hour of email. You hit the do not disturb button. You put a sign on the door. Come hell or high water, if a hurricane's not coming, don't interrupt me. There's nothing that's going to happen in any of my businesses that the world is going to come to an end in the 60 minutes that I'm knocking it out on email. So, co-workers are respective of you knocking out those urgent, sensitive projects when you're in quiet time. And whenever they go in the quiet time, you're going to be also what? Respective of their quiet time. And so what we have by the end of a day is 3 and 4 and 5 people relatively succeeding, actually getting their goals done. All because of what? We honored each other's quiet time. Is that a helpful idea or what? That's worth a few stars there, don't you think? Yeah. So try these things, okay? This is not just for entertainment. We want you to try these things. The other thing that some of you can do this, and others, your jobs may be too strict and limited to do this. But for me, I have what I call people days. Then I have email and paper days. And then I have reading, writing, and recreation days. And I don't work too hard to get them to cross over. And here's the reason. Each of these days require specific skill sets. So on people days, I may start drinking coffee at 7 o'clock in the morning. I may have 8 appointments in a given day where I am seeing people, either working with them, asking them questions. Some of them are in the beginning of a relationship with me. Others I've had insured for years, and we're trying to do a status report on basically the direction that their insurance and financial plans are going in. Okay? I may have other meetings to do with A national association may be wanting to talk to me because we're coming to the end of 2015 and now's the time to start booking their professional speakers for 2016. And so there's dialogue that needs to happen. There's board members and different people that we need to talk to. So on a people day, I'm literally talking either face to face with someone or on a Skype or on some sort of conference call. And usually at the end of that night, I'm hoarse because it was a high contact, high people day. I'm happy, but I'm hoarse. Then the next day comes, and then the next day is email day and paper day. And no business runs without email or paper. And so that's a day usually I'm healing my sore throat with some hot tea and some honey, some sweet and low. It's usually a quieter day, and it is a more task-oriented day whereby I am following up. Excuse me, I've been up for about 14 hours. I'm following up on the various tasks. And where do I work? Well, I work in many places. I am an insurance entrepreneur in the state of Louisiana. So I consult with many companies and individuals about growing their wealth and protecting their assets. I also, because of the book that became an Amazon bestseller, I speak all over the nation. I have a program called the Marvelous Performance Schools, and those Marvelous Performance Schools primarily help salespeople understand the transition from the old way of selling, which was mainly identified by pushing product, to the new evolutionary way of selling, which is an educational, permission-based selling. And so I would call myself a person that pulls and invites individuals to experience those products or services. So people don't really care about products or services until they understand what it is that you're offering. So I do the insurance and financial planning for the state of Louisiana. My Marvelous Performance Systems is nationwide, and that's whenever I'm doing sales training, leadership training, and a whole lot of teamwork exercises to get teams to work more effectively together. The biggest challenges right now, quite frankly, with teams is if I only go back to those groups once a year, well, lo and behold, 70% of the people that are there the year after are new people. So I'm having to continue to rebuild teams that are experiencing high turnover. Do you guys, by any chance, in a place where you have high turnover in your careers or companies? Kim, welcome, Kim, KTG. Do y'all have high turnover? Okay. Be thinking about something else that I may miss on how to increase your personal performance. Thank you there. So I do my people days and my email and my paper days. And then I have a day, I'll call it the recreation day, but that's a day that I read, I write, I create, and I love those days. That keeps me alive. If you're thinking that you would like to become an effective leader, and at the same time you would try to convince me that you're just not that interested in reading, well, we got a problem. Because if you don't actively read, or you're not going to actively study via CDs and audio sets, I just don't see how I could be honest with you and tell you that you can succeed in a corporation if you're not completely hell-bent on constantly learning. You have to constantly learning. And in our learning triangle, and at the base of the triangle is knowledge, and then the two axes next to this is skills and attitude. Knowledge, skills, and attitude. Knowledge, skills, and attitude. If I am not obsessed to learn as much as I can about knowledge, skills, and attitude, then I should lower my expectation for what my future is going to hold for me, because that is where it's at. Skills and attitude actually hold supreme over the knowledge, meaning if you're brilliant and boy you got the knowledge but you're just a jerk to deal with and you don't listen to anybody and you're not coachable, okay, then you're not promotable, right? I mean, if you were honest with yourself, you wouldn't even hire you. Okay? So we have to embrace the things. We have to do the things that winners do. That's the key to being successful. I would also strongly suggest that at one time I had this attitude of I'm going to be the leader and all that. Well, I was all screwed up back in that younger days, probably 10, 12, 15 years ago. And leadership is selfless. Welcome back, Welch. Appreciate the hearts. Meaning it's not all about you. Lots of times, maybe some of my team members screw up, but I'll take the fall for them. So it is largely selfless, and it does take a team. Trying to run a company and you want to be a control freak in the center of it all, it's not going to work out for you that well in the new digital society. I think you'll get lapped at the gate. So that's part of what I wanted to talk to you about. I also want to talk to you about sleep. Sleep. What the hell's sleep got to do with increasing your personal performance? Let me ask you, should sleep be something we should be talking about in reference to personal performance? Anybody can answer at the bottom. Why does sleep matter? Why don't I just stay up every night? Sure, it matters. Why do you think it matters? Balance, rest. Last night, it's always exciting when I wake up before the clock. That means I'm actually rested. If you're tired, it's hard to focus. It's so much easier to get pissed off and be inflexible, isn't it? I mean, man, and then the job is a lot harder to do, right? I mean, every little thing irritates you. So what we have to do is we have to know our bodies. You know, some people can get by on 4 hours sleep, 5 hours sleep. You need to know your body, and you need to know what you say yes to and what you say no to. Somebody can load you up with a whole lot of events and you like it all, but quite frankly, your body's going to go in a tank by the time you do all of that. And so stand guard at the gateway of your body. Brew Crew 3030 join. Welcome, Brew Crew. You're coming in a little bit late, but welcome to the broadcast. And one thing you're going to know, you can certainly go to catch.me/Marvin LeBlanc for the earlier wisdom that will help you move forward with your great organization. That's catch with a K, katch.me/Marvin LeBlanc. Okay, let's go to number 8. When you're in a commute, have podcasts and audiobooks all available. You know, the great Zig Ziglar used to call it his audio university. I'm not saying you need to listen to some good blues music from time to time and cut up, but what I am telling you is if you look at the amount of time that you're spending in a vehicle and you use that time to increase your knowledge over months and over years, it's going to make a huge difference in your subconscious mind and how you handle people. So when you're in those commutes, get in the habit of having a podcast there, having a CD to slip into that CD player, and really focus on how can this help me. Because the reality is, if you're not totally committed to continuing to add value, what's going to happen is what? You're going to start sliding. Okay? The employee with the most value is the employee that's going to be able to stay longer than other people. Brew Crew, if you could, just go ahead and tap, tap, tap on that screen there, and then I'll be able to see all of your wonderful hearts. Thank you. Is that your blue hearts, crew? Is that your blue hearts? Very good. Let's see, can we get some yellow hearts with that blue hearts? Okay, press hard. Oh, much harder. Do. Faster, faster, faster. Excellent, excellent. And then this is the last bullet point on how to increase your personal performance. Don't write anything if you can dictate it. So let's say you want to be a writer, you want to be a speaker. Well, you can write it with your hand, or you could speak it with your mouth. Well, here's some facts. Your mouth can talk 17 times faster than your hand can write. So the point is, why would you ever write anything that you could have dictated? And there's a company, I'll give you the name of it, it's called Copy Talk. COPYTALK, and they'll be more than happy to show you their software. I'm not connected to the company in any way. Obviously, I use their product and I use it quite well, because if you were going to kick out a book now, just now, after us talking, you can kick out a book 17 times faster. So that's pretty significant, wouldn't you say, guys? It's there. Later on today, later on in this conference, the next 2 days of conference, I'll be sharing a little bit more about a recent book that I have coming out. So, do you have any questions? Because I wanted to cover this, and I wanted you to hear the material. I mean, those are 9 different ways that can help you increase your personal performance. Now, education without implementation is waste. Okay? I'm not saying that you need to immediately act on all 9 of these things, but what I am saying to you is that if you focus every morning, you get that cup of coffee in the morning and you read these 9 principles over and over and over again for the next 21 days, some of these principles will be starting to creep into your life, and you'll start making better choices. And do I like chocolate or vanilla? Not only do I like chocolate or vanilla, but I love the swirl. But my favorite is Chunky Monkey ice cream. That's the favorite. The company that I work for is Marvin LeBlanc Insurance Agency Incorporated, and we provide insurance products for the entire state of Louisiana. And I'm the founder of Marvelous Performance Systems. I'm so glad you asked. Marvelous Performance Systems is a national speaking agency, trainer, and I present the programs called Marvelous Performance Workshops. So thanks so much for the hearts. Tap your life away before we go. And I just want to say to you, I wish you peace. I wish you love. I wish you gumbo. You've got 9 reasons to start performing better. Go for it. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Don't forget, tell your friends you can find me on the Catch replay at catch.me/Marvin LeBlanc. Peace, love, and gumbo. Good night.